Is a poker ante always a fraction of the small blind? Have you ever wondered how the ante works in poker and if it relates to the small blind? Let's break it down together. First off, antes and blinds serve different roles in the game. Blinds are forced bets made by specific players before the cards are dealt. You have the small blind and the big blind, and these amounts are set by the game rules. On the other hand, an ante is a small forced bet that all players at the table contribute to before the hand begins. This creates a pot right from the start, encouraging action. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The size of the ante is not always a fraction of the small blind. Instead, it often relates more closely to the big blind. In many poker formats, especially in tournaments, antes are typically set at around 10 to 15% of the big blind. This means that the ante can be less than, equal to, or even more than the small blind, depending on how the game is structured. So, there is no fixed rule that ties the ante directly to the small blind. The ante amount can also change based on the type of game you are playing or the stage of the tournament. For example, in some stud games or later stages of a tournament, antes may be introduced alongside blinds to increase the pot size. This encourages players to be more active in their betting. Another variation you might come across is the big blind ante. In this case, the player in the big blind position posts the ante for all players. This changes the dynamics of how the forced bets work but does not change the fundamental differences between antes and blinds. To sum it up, while antes are generally smaller forced bets that contribute to the pot, they are not always calculated as a fraction of the small blind. Their size is more commonly linked to the big blind or set independently based on the game format and stage. Understanding how antes work is key to grasping the flow of the game and how betting dynamics play out in poker.